Hi, it's me, Renee. I'm back, and as you can see, this is my book haul of Halloween. Well, I haven't done one earlier in October. I might have done. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this book haul yet, but here are some books I bought recently. So yeah, I have ketchup here. I'm not taking it away. Yeah, anywho, yes. So yeah, I am waiting for a book in the mail, but I decided to do this video anyway because also it's one book, so maybe I'll just include that book in a video next week for November's first haul. Yeah. Well, I did say earlier this year that I would buy less this year than earlier, and I don't know how good that goal has gone, if it's been successful at all. But at least, like, I suppose it could always be better. Like, as my sister said, at least you're still reading. If you're buying lots of books and you're not reading, then you're just accumulating books. But I'm buying books and reading them. So it's not like I just have the hobby of buying books. I also have the hobby of reading books. So they go together. So, and also, yeah, buying books and reading books, two different hobbies, okay? Okay. So, yeah. We have The Court of the Dead by Rick Riordan and Mark Oshiro. This being the latest Nico D'Angelo book. Originally, it was supposed to be a spin-off, a standalone, but now it's another one, so it's very fun. And yeah, I bought this a few weeks ago now. I have not read it yet. Why not? I don't know. Weird to me. But I think I might read this weekend. It kind of feels a bit Halloweeny. I had I had planned to read like so much Halloween stuff this week, or actually the last week, and then onwards towards Halloween, and then hasn't happened yet. But also, I mean, I can read what I want when I want. But also, like, if I read a Halloweeny book during the weekend, even though that would be November, it would still. How do you? What is the Halloween weekend when Halloween is not part of the weekend? Would it be last weekend or is it this weekend? I just saw some people walking around in costumes and whatnot last weekend. But I do know some pubs that are doing stuff this weekend, so I suppose they're doing both. I don't know what the rules are. Anywho, yeah, I have more books. Then we have The Blonde Who Came In From the Cold by Ali Carter, the newest spy comedy book by her. This also romance. This is a second chance romance. And yeah, here for it. Then we have Before I Do, and let's get them together. Is she really going out with him? And then The Good Part. All of these by Sophie Cousins. So Sophie Cousins, I read one book by her, and I thought, you know what? Let's get more books by her, because even though I just read one book by her, that book was so great. I thought, oh, why not get all of Sophie Cousins books? And she has a lot of books. So yeah, three of her books. They're contemporary romance, feel good books. So yeah. Then we have Against White Feminism by Rafia Zakaria. So kind of essay-ish length book about why white feminism is bad. And yeah, seems like a good non-fiction book. Might pick this one up from non-fiction November. Maybe I'll do that. Then we have All Superheroes Need PR by Elizabeth Stevens. This is a romance but with superheroes, and also it's an adult romance. So I'm thinking maybe there's some spice in it. I suppose I don't know if it is spice. Might be spice. I don't need spice, but spice is fun. Yeah. Anywho, and then we have Earl Crush by Alexandra Vasti, another one in her Earl series, and yeah, another historical romance. Gotta love those. And then we have some Norwegian books. The ensomme hjerters bar by Arnt Steffensen og Kjersti Helland Johnsen. So this is actually kind of an Advent book where it's 25 chapters. You can read one book each day of Advent. Though, okay, you know what? I want to. Kind of curious. Is it? Give me a moment. What is the last chapter? Because it kind of depends how you define stuff. Because here in Norway we often celebrate the 24th. Yeah, so the 24th is last, so it's 24 chapters. But yeah, and then it takes place in a kind of cozy bar, and then you have all the regulars, and then at the end of each chapter you have a mocktail or a cocktail recipe. So yeah, that's very fun. I suppose I feel like it's kind of a book that you could like read one chapter a day. I feel like it might be difficult to stop after one chapter, but I kind of also want to try to read one chapter a day. So I don't know. Let's see what I do here. And then we have Håndbok for Messertyver, a kid's book all about thieves around the world and heists. And yeah, it's a non-fiction book. I read it last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. And yeah, it's good. I'm thinking though, actually, I might actually give it away to a friend because she has some kids that could enjoy this book. Even though I liked it, I feel like, yeah, you know what? Because quite a lot in this book I had read before. I was like, yeah, I might as well give it to someone else. And then we have Biblioteket i Gaza by Rachin Benzina. This is a story all about a library in Gaza, and 10% of the purchases to the book goes to Doctors Without Borders in Gaza. So, of course, I had to buy it. And then last but not least, so yes, I have already checked out this and started this slightly on audio, but I also yeah, I had a double check something. But I also wanted to have it myself because it's such a beautiful cover, and I kind of think maybe I kind of want to read it physically, but also it's such a beautiful cover. I'm gonna buy it. So I got The Princess Knight by Kate Jacobs, the book that was formerly known as Medievally Blonde. I had a whole video about it, and yeah, one of my most anticipated reads of the year, of the century, maybe. And now I have it in my possession. So happy. So happy. Have I picked it up and started reading it yet? No, I haven't because I'm a silly person. Maybe I'll pick it up when you see this. Maybe. Anywho, yeah, that is the newest books in my collection. Have you bought any of these? Do you own any of these? Have you read any of these? What is something you've bought lately? Talk to me in the comments, and I'll see you soon. Bye!